Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. You already know you're rocking with the girl, the Messy YouTuber. And today we're going to talk about, how the carnival season of 2023 was just out of hand and super demonic. Like, they were really revealing themselves. Like, over in Brazil, they literally had, Satan, devils beating on Jesus. They had a float made of Satan and, just all kind of demonic things going on. But my thing is, that happened in Brazil. They're literally showing their hand. See, the carnival in New Orleans, they still are hiding their hand. In America, everybody hides their hand. Y'all don't know nothing about the spirit world and demons and stuff like that. Y'all churches don't teach y'all stuff like that. American churches are devoid of spiritual warfare, and that's why we are losing the war over here. Like, everybody walking in spiritual darkness. Because when I was at the parade and I was seeing these things, I clearly saw the devil. When I see Cleopatra and all of them up there and all these Greek goddesses being worshipped, this is the images I see. I see the devil. And I love that because the devil is making himself known. God is making himself known as well. The Heavenly Fathers are making themselves known. Because this is the Christ the Redeemer statue. And, look what happened to it. This photographer caught this. Literally, the head of Jesus Christ lighting up. And if you know about the Spirit of Christ, we all know that his head is just lit, okay? And I'm going to have to do a video about that because I did encounter the Spirit of Christ. But they see, just a black Cleopatra. Just a little froggy lizard thing holding some ancient tools, that he used to use. No. That's all demonic. That's angst and everything being compared to the cross. It's just not right. And some of these places with the carnival are like the most crime-ridden places ever. Like, we got New Orleans. They like the murder capital. We got Brazil. People dying left and right due to the mudslides, the flooding, all that. You bring this on yourself. Trinidad and Tobago. We just saw Spice or whoever try to go out there and give y'all some money. And a lot of horrible things are going on out there. And this is why you literally bring on the wrath of God. You bring it on yourself. Like my city, for instance. We're supposed to be this French city or whatever it is, but there is some, it's a real Roman Catholic type city. I even went through catechism. There's really like a Greek background, and it's a lot of Greek goddess worship. And we have these street names and these statues and stuff, and you wonder why nothing good comes to New Orleans. Like this year, for some reason, I was really looking up the Bacchanal. I was like, what is this Bacchanal? I never knew that Bacchus came from Bacchanal and all that. All I know was I used to go to a Bacchus parade, and they used to throw out beads with a man drinking from a cup and having the grapes around him. I never knew that it was an actual lowercase g god named Bacchus, Bacchanal. And this spirit, which Louisiana, we always say the spirit of Louisiana, the spirit of New Orleans, this spirit was a drunkard and a partier. And she is pictured with children, okay? So let me get into what happened. There was actually a shooting. So a kid was killed and a 4-year-old was shot during the shooting. So after all that worshiping and praising of, the god Bacchus, that is what happened. You brought on pain. You brought pain to your own city by doing this. And the elites of the city, they know what's going on. They already know. They're worshiping and stuff behind closed doors, doing sacrifices and seances to it. And they love when the city, get these kind of reactions, just like in Brazil, or, the flooding and all that, and, the Christ the Redeemer statue. This is a clear display of worshiping false idols. But like I told you, a lot of people don't recognize that because they don't see the devil. Let's check it out. Oh my God. This is Cali, you guys. Dang, this city like worship Beyonce or something. Like, they should just go suck out Beyonce's ass crack if they really wanted to do something. Oh my God, look at that nose. Oh God, what is That's a doomsday clock. It's going jiggy. Trying to show you. That's why the city of New Orleans, you children of Judah always asking for it, huh? You get your little cancer diagnosis, you live with diseases, children dying every day. Cleopatra float, you guys. Oh baby, this is New Orleans. It goes down. And here is your Zeus doing what they do under the sea, what they worship. That's what they do here. This guy is back there. We got the Lion of Judah, we got 2 Lions of Judah protecting some wench. So this right here, you guys, the Eye of Horus, the god of Ra, lowercase g. This is what they were literally throwing to kids. I could not believe it. Like, the children had these bracelets on, and I told our kids, I'm like, y'all need to take that stuff off. I wasn't at the parade. I just refused to go to Cleopatra's parade. So they had t-shirts, everything. I said, y'all gotta get rid of this. You don't know what you're dealing with. That stuff brought bondage to me, and I had to get away from that bondage when I got delivered. I unknowingly, willingly participated in these things. The very next day, it was so gloomy. I said, y'all don't even recognize that y'all worshiped the sun god yesterday, and God took the sun away from y'all. Y'all can't even enjoy it. This is the gloomy, nasty Mardi Gras. Look, I was out there speaking on behalf of the Lord, and the Lord was speaking, baby. And if the people I talked to didn't feel it, you clearly are just like in darkness. You gotta realize that. So anyway, these are the headpieces that my mom's crew was wearing, and I was like, Mama, that's the same thing that Beyonce had on. I'm telling you, like, my mom's crew should have been the Cleopatra crew, because they are more black, and it's a black woman crew. And Cleopatra is a lot of white men and women, all races really. This is a crew of professional black women. These are the same women that would judge me for trying to be holy, but they would literally sign up for a group that's named after an attractive and seductive woman, especially one who is likely to cause distress or disaster to a man whom she dates. So that's it, you guys. Cleopatra was definitely a witch. And we have so many celebrities that, compare themselves to Cleopatra. And who is the top one? I would say Beyonce. She's always into channeling goddesses and things like that. So why wouldn't she channel Cleopatra? And Apeshit was actually about, the black magic, black girl magic, and black history missing from these important moments, whether they were evil or good. And you can clearly see that whoever this Egyptian is, it looked like Michael Jackson back there. It's black. So that is the real reason why, this deity was going apeshit. Okay? Because it's Cleopatra, it's Medusa, it's this, it's that. They channel all these things. They use different entities as well. And we even have, Nicki Minaj once channeled Cleopatra just recently for her Queen album. And she was at the Carnival this year. They knew this evil was going on. That's why you got Rihanna there as well. These parades, this worship festival took place the weekend of the Super Bowl. And you already know that's a big main scale energy harvesting festival. So this deity was getting all this worship. And what's going to happen when they get all that worship? Bad things are going to happen. Because they're not doing it for the greater good. They're not doing it for God. They're doing it out of self-righteousness. And they come to kill and destroy. So if you are taking place in this madness, you are helping them. And this is a float here that shows an inverted queen tut, okay? Because it's supposed to be king tut, but it's queen tut. So now we're saying it's two sexes. But when I tell y'all that these idols have two sexes, y'all call me a conspiracy theorist or believe me just making up stuff for attention. Let me know what y'all think. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Holla.